Okay, so let's take a look at how to set up a weighted gradebook. So the first thing you do is you go to your gradebook and you go to overall grade and you click setup. And now, instead of just dumping you into the menu like it used to, it gives you the option to choose points or weighted. So in this case, we'll choose weighted and we'll hit next. And this interface is a little confusing. So, the best way to explain it, and this gives a pretty good explanation, but I'll give you a rundown of what you can do. So let's come down to let's open up assignments and say I want to grade this final exam that for some reason is labeled as an assignment. I just threw stuff in here as a demonstration, so this would be under exams or categorized somewhere else. Say I wanted to pull that out of the assignment calculation and give it its own grade specifically for that one assignment. I want it to be weighted separately from everything else. You can hit that and it pops out and becomes its own item that can be weighted just like everything else separately from its category. So in this case, I want all my categories together. So I'll lock that back in and I'll minimize that. So we have all of this. So how do we approach this? So my first step is to mark off the things that I'm not going to use. So in my case here, for some reason, I have 2 attendance categories. I don't grade based on attendance, so I'm just going to hit the box, mark those out, and as you can see, it updates up here. And let's say for assignments, I want those to be worth 40% of the grade. I can now lock this down, and if I change anything else, like say I disable discussions, you can see that it calculates the other unlocked areas, but it doesn't deal with the assignment that I have locked down. Otherwise, if it's unlocked and I have it set at 40 and I do this, it's going to change them around anyway. So we'll come back up here. I want that at 40% and I'll lock that in. And say I want discussions to be 15%, I'll also lock that in. And then maybe I want maybe I don't do a homework category and I don't do a presentation category. Maybe I don't do a quiz category. And then say I want this journal to actually be 5% of the grade. So I'll lock that down. And I'm not going to have a test category because I have this exam category and I just put all my tests in that exam category. So we'll just lock that one. We'll block that out. And we'll go ahead and lock this. It recalculated. And so we have assignments worth 40%, exams worth 40%, discussions worth 15%, and journals worth 5%. And again, you can make these anything you want, and it starts calculating however you need it to be. So then over on the right-hand side, you can then see how this overall grade is going to be shown to the students. So do you want them to see a letter or a percentage? I'm not sure why it still has points here. Given that you're doing a specific weight, I don't know that there's a reason for them to see points unless you're doing the points-based calculation. So this must not change when you select something over here. So in this case, I'm going to say I just want them to see the letter grade. I'm not too worried about percentages. So we'll select letter grade and we'll hit save. And that's essentially weighted grades in a nutshell. They're based on category. But if you want to dump out an individual assignment, you just unlock it from its category and you can have that assignment weighted separately. So that's weighted grades the way that the new Ultra takes care of it.